Good morning. Everybody's wide awake. Fantastic. My name is Coalter Baker. I am the Southwest Regional Director, also the Assistant Presiding Officer in Texas. And what I'd like to do is start this session off with the playing of our national anthem. So if everybody would rise. An outstanding way to begin our morning session. Before I begin, I have now found that the apocalypse is definitely on us. We have been, as accountants, allowed to have selfie sticks. They are at your desk. Do with them what you may. I would like to introduce my other regional director colleagues that are here with me today. I ask them to rise. First, Ed Jolicoeur from the Pacific region, who did a wonderful job yesterday of running our new member orientation. Mr. Ben Steele, the Mountain Region Director. And sitting in for Jan Glenn, the Central Region Director, is Ted Lodden, who was formerly a Central Region Chair and is currently an at-large Director for NASBA. Gentlemen, thank you. Each of us will be handling one part of the program for the next 2 days. And it is our duty as regional directors to gather feedback from you and provide that to NASBA leadership so that we can determine what you as states need going forward and what we can provide to you. This is a forum for you, not for me, not for the regional director. This is for each of you in the individual states. Each of you has a name tag that has ribbons on there. Most of this program for the next 2 days will be breakout sessions where you'll have an opportunity in smaller groups to visit with your colleagues. And as such, you have ribbons that shows your preferences and your choices for some of those 2 of the 4 breakout sessions. So if you're not sure which ones, you can ask a NASBA staff, but you should have the ribbons on your name tag. We also want to welcome the first-time attendees. Yesterday, we had an almost full-day orientation for new board members, and I hope that those folks that attended gained something valuable from the time spent. I know I really enjoyed it. I know the rest of the regional directors did as well. One thing very important we need to do to start off with, what do we do with these? Okay, turn them off. All right. Turn them off. A couple of points before I make some more introductions. NASBA is you, the state boards of accountancy. That's what it is. That's what it represents. They want to represent you as your common voice. I will also ask you today, your role here is not that of CPA practitioner. It is as regulator, because at the end of the day, your number one priority is protecting the public interest. Now, I would like to introduce some of the NASBA boards of directors and former chairs, and I'd ask them to stand. First, Chair Walter Davenport. Chair-elect Donnie Burkett. We're fortunate to have past chairs Barton Baldwin, Billy Atkinson. Carlos Johnson was here. I'm not sure if he's still here today. And Michael Daggett was at our dinner last night, and I'm not sure if Michael's here today. In addition, we should have some NASBA directors at large. Janice Gray. Hey, Janice. Ray Johnson. Harry Parsons. He's still outside talking, probably. Kent Small. Oh, there's Harry. And Lori Tisch. NASBA staff, Ken Bishop, CEO and President. Colleen Conrad, Executive Vice President, Chief Operating Officer. And just as importantly, the staff of NASBA that makes these conferences go, from Tom Kinney down to the person helping me at this, making sure that I don't fall off this stage. So, you know, everybody sat down, okay. I'd also like to welcome, we always have a healthy contingent here from the AICPA, led by Sue Coffey, their Executive Vice President. John Ames from the National Society of Accountants, I believe, is here as well. Hi, John. State societies, we have a few executive directors here. I don't know them individually, but they're participating. And as always, we have a contingent from the Big Four and from the Accountants Coalition, and other folks that are interested in regulation of the profession. I thank you again for attending and welcome you again to sunny California. We're very fortunate to be here. I've never been to Coronado. I've been to San Diego, but never been here, and this is absolutely a stunning place to be. And with that, I'd like to introduce the chair of the California Board, Mr. Jose Campos, who's going to tell us a little bit more about this fine state.